Greetings, my friends. How are you? I'm okay. Very tired. I went to bed way too late last night. No, why do I do that? I hate that I do that to myself all the time. It's like this thing. I don't know. Yeah, I know you. Ooh. That's not pretty. I even thought about you when I was outside exercising. There was a point where I messed up my back too real quick. It's like, oh! And I was like, oh, man. And I thought about you in that moment. I was like, oh, God, he's probably, like, in way more pain than me. But still, you know, I hate that shit. My sciatica is always messing with me. Oh, thank you. It's more, you know, I don't really want to wear it right now. But I kind of have to because my lips are so dry. So I've been, like, messing around there again. But thank you. I like the color. I think this is a nice color. I like the company. I don't even know now what company that is, but I get all my lip. It's like a lip gloss, you know, but it stays pretty much all day. I don't really. I can reapply, but it holds pretty good. Thank you. Yeah, I have one that's not as dark, which I like better that I usually use, but I'm almost out of that one, so I don't. Oh yeah. So what's new with you guys? How are your jobs going? How's everything going? Everything going good? That's good. That's good. Oh my god, so cute! Oh god! Ah, kittens are just the best. Kittens and puppies and the world is okay. But it would make me so. I don't know if I could do that every time. Getting the little thing ripped away from me. Oh my god, I'd be so sad every time. Every time. And every time I would sit there and think to myself, I should have kept him or her. He's probably in a bad home. It's a bad home. It's a bad home. You know what I mean? Like, oh god. No. That's why I just keep them. That's why. I'm a collector of cats, I guess. No. I'm not doing that. If I find another kitten, then off to the thing right away, trying to figure. I tried it with Hanzo. When I found Hanzo, I put him up for adoption on the webpage of the thing, and nobody ever contacted me. Nothing. Said we will contact you, and then we will get your cat, surrendering your cat. We will get with you in like a couple business days. Nobody ever contacted me, and then it was just like, all right, I don't know. Yeah, two cats is that's it. That's the perfect amount. Anything more than that is just because the two cats, I don't know. That's. I never just had two cats. My smallest amount of cats I've had was 3. Yeah, one is always like one of these things where I'm just like, that's not cool because unless they're outside. If they're an outside cat, then it is okay, I guess. But if they're an inside cat, it's like, I feel like they need at least a friend, so they're not always so alone. But if somebody's always at home, it's different. I'm more talking about when people are not at home and they're at work all the time or whatever, and then they have one cat that's just all by him or herself there. Then they get depressed. Animals can get depressed too, But if somebody's always there, then it's not really necessary. At least that's how I kind of think. Or even if you have a cat and a dog, that's even still, something that's company, I'm telling you, whenever my financial situation gets a little bit better, which is still going to be probably like a couple of years or something, then I'm probably going to get a dog again. I miss having a dog. Dogs are just like, I don't know. Dogs are just like the embodiment of a pure soul, you know what I mean? And they look into your soul and they really love you, and it's like, and they're very loyal, and yeah, so then it's not, then it's not a big deal. Then it's cool. Sorry if I'm gonna be yawning. Oh God. Oh yeah, dogs are wonderful creatures. All creatures are, but it is a lot easier when the beast is domesticated. That's an easier time. I'm kind of glad I'm off tomorrow because of my little escapade yesterday, staying up too late. It was also like a little bit of a kind of a depressive time, because like I think I told you guys that last stream, whenever my birthday comes around, I get a little bit in the hole like that, because ever since my mom, my birthdays are like very bittersweet in a sense, and they haven't really been so great the last few years either. But this year, it's like multiple people are really trying to make an effort. I can already tell, to be there, to give me gifts and stuff. And it's not like I want things, but it's like if somebody gives me a gift, then it means they thought about me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, so it's nicer. It makes it a little bit, I thought about it earlier. I was like, I should just ignore my birthdays every year now. I should just ignore it. Maybe it'll get better. But then I thought to myself, no, I'm just not that person. Like, if I try to ignore it, but then I get sad, like then I get depressed. I don't know. It's weird. So, but, yeah, so I am really glad to know that there's people around that are really trying to, make it a better day for me. So, that helps. That really helps. I don't know why this is a thing that about my mom, but it's like one of those things where I remember my mom telling me the story that how I was pretty much conceived was because, ooh, something was flying back there. I don't know if that was dust or not. That was weird. So it was like, okay, at some point my mom looked at my dad and was like, okay, so what are we going to do when we're old? Who's going to take care of us? And my dad was like, I don't know. And then my mom was like, okay, we're going to have kids. So my mom told me this story. So I think it's maybe subconsciously, it's kind of like embedded in my head that my purpose in life was to later take care of my mom, and now that she's not here anymore, it's kind of like my purpose is gone, and it's like, I don't really have I don't have a husband and kids and all that stuff, I have my cats, but if I, my brother would take care of them if I was gone, so that's when depression, it's kind of like, I mean, what am I even doing here, you know? Why am I even here? I don't know. So that was kind of, you know, on the thought yesterday. But I feel a little bit better today because, I don't know. Thank you. Because I just kind of got it out of my mind, and I thought about the season changing now and how the temperature. Thank you. How the temperature's getting better now, and it's gonna be nicer outside, and you know, things could be way worse. You know, I thought, you know, besides my, you know, existential crisis, you know, when it comes to my life itself, it's like, okay, I'm always struggling to pay bills, but it's not like, I mean, you know, most of us are anyway, you know. So all in all, it could be worse. I'm, you know, I don't really have anybody in my life like that. I know I have you guys, my friends, but I mean, like, somebody, you know, that spends time with me and stuff. So that kind of bothers me. You know what I mean? Because I'm a person that likes to be close with somebody and spend time with them. I don't really have that, and I think that was a huge factor, you know, about my sadness too, you know, on top of that other stuff, you know. So it kind of, but then today I'm just like, you know, it's okay, you know. I know my brother thinks about me. I know I got my, you know, my best friend. I got you guys, you know. Yeah, so it's like, and my kitties are there, and then you gotta, and then I always gotta think to myself too. Now, if I really were to think about, like, you know, okay, like in all seriousness, you know, like I want to end it. You know what I mean? Then every time I think about that, it's like, okay, if I do that though, then all chance of anything meaningful in this realm occurring to me with another person or something is gone. I will never again have a chance to try, you know, like there's no return from death, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, at least not in, you know, not in this way, maybe, but you know, we don't know. So it's like, okay, because it's very uncertain what comes after, you know, we gotta just try until the end. We gotta just try to live until the end, make the best of everything, and then when it comes, then, you know, then we can say, oh, okay, here you are. All right. So that's how I think about it. You know, I don't like that word hope, because the word hope is kind of just like equal desperation. You know what I mean? But it's just, it's not that. It's like, it's not hope that I'm thinking about, but it's more like, okay, I guess patience, you know, just thinking more inwardly, and leaving what is outside of me by itself, and if something magnetizes toward me, then it does so, and if it doesn't, then it doesn't, you know. I just have to, for many years I was pretty forceful trying to, you know, make friends and trying to fucking do all that shit, and it, nobody really stuck, you know, not many people. So it's like, okay, I'm just gonna have to let people come to me, and if they don't, then they don't, you know. It's just how it is. Man, these mosquitoes are so bad right now. They're bad because the cooler months are coming out, so they're fighting already. They're like, oh God, we gotta take all the blood as much as we can, because we must die soon. Everybody, allegiance, follow me and drink Dragana's blood. And we need it. The blood is the life. Man, fuck you, mosquitoes. Unbelievable. I cannot wear I could wear shorts outside, but it's like, okay, then I have to spray myself with mosquito spray, you know. But if I don't spray myself with mosquito spray, forget it. I have fucking hives all over my legs. Because mine turned to hives. I don't know how this. Kelly said that I must be allergic in a certain way if they turn to hives, then this is a symptom of an allergic reaction, maybe from whatever is in their saliva or whatever. But it happens to me, and I scratch so hard until it fucking bleeds. I will not stop. Because that's the only time it'll stop itching. So, I don't give a shit. Well, I did make that one song. We did write that one song, King of the Wasps. And that was about that. That was a... so pretty much the premise of this song was how this little boy goes into the woods and he's just doing whatever, and he finds this giant... Oh, hi, Kenjin. Hi. He finds this giant wasp's nest. Oh, sure. Yay! I want it. Should I tell you what I want on it? I'll finish the story in a second. Food comes first. Okay, well, I'm gonna wait until he answers. But so he finds this big wasp nest, and he grabs the stick, and he starts laughing, and he starts hitting on this wasp's nest, and he starts destroying it, totally destroying it. And he's laughing, and he thinks it's so funny. Then one of the wasps, I'm saying it in German, Wespe, one of the wasps stings him in defense. And he's allergic, but he doesn't know he's allergic. And now I'm not a medical professional. I don't know what actually happens when you're allergic to wasps, or any sort of these creatures. But in my song, it's pretty much talking about how he's starting to, the shit's starting to swell up, and he's starting to fucking choke, and pretty much like his eyes are popping out of his head, and all that good stuff. What else was it? Because we haven't played that song live in forever. I can't remember the last time we played that song live. That was literally the very first song we ever wrote. Yeah, because, all of my music is pretty much related to how the beasts of our world are trying to, retaliate and trying to defend themselves, Nah, we haven't. No, doesn't fit in our set now. We have changed the set around so much. Okay, Kenjin, are you ready? I want the Brooklyn style crust, and I want really light sauce, and I want that extra cheese and spinach. That's okay. Yeah, Bernie doesn't know that song. We have never rehearsed that song with him, so I'm not gonna push that on him now. I like we have this already set now, so. Oh, thank you. That's and you know what's so funny too? This always happens like that. I thought earlier when I first sat here and I did all this, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I wonder if Draven's gonna order pizza at some point again. I shit you not. And there it is. The point has already come. Yeah. So. But yeah, so yeah, November 17th, that'll be our show. Oh, they just moved us. They moved us, guys. I want to let you know we're third now. We're third on the bill. So we're not second anymore, which is fine. I don't, it's fine. But there's another band playing called Death, or what was the name of it now? Something Witch. Earth Witch, or what was it? Let me see. Because one of the bands canceled. Saturn, what was it here? Saturnine canceled. Dirt Witch. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so it's gonna be Dirt Witch from 6:30 to 7:10. Vorn, Iptom, Voidrium, Svinfilking, Luciferian Insectus. I'm excited. We talked a little bit last night, Draven and I. And I've told you guys before that when you live with something like depression, it's very hard to most of your days. It's very difficult to really find fun in things. Like, just have fun with something and really enjoy something. And even the biggest part is like finding a euphoria really in your life. A natural euphoria, not in, getting it from drugs or whatever. A natural euphoria is very hard to get. And the natural euphoria that is the only euphoria I experience is when I'm on stage. And that's it. That's what I always say. Like, if I could play a show every day of the week, that's what I would do. If I had money where I didn't have to work and I can just perform, I would literally, well, probably not every day of the week, but I would literally perform Friday, Saturday, Sunday every week. And that would be my life, and I would be fucking, never hear me complain. Because my bills are always paid. If my bills were always paid, of course, that I wouldn't already complain. But then being able to play 3 shows a week, there would be nothing to complain about, as much as I would want to, Yeah. So no, it's gonna be good. I last time we had such a great experience with the guy that's throwing this show now, that's managing all that and delegating all that. He's very good at his job, and he's so I have good good thoughts. I have high hopes this will be another crusher, because we had a really good time, really good outcome. It was one of those like all around good things. We got paid, we sold merchandise, people really liked us, we made new connections. There were no people there. Like, all around was just a perfect show. That we haven't had it like that. When was it? June? Let me see. When was the last show? Let me scroll here. Okay, I'm getting close now. Because I wonder that too. When was it? Oh my god. What? I can't even find it now? I can't find it now. I can't find it. It's weird because he had sent me the flyer. June. It was in June. June 15th or something. It was the last show. Now I found it. Oh wow. Thank you. Yeah, June. I mean, what's now? October, July, August, September. 3 months. Yeah, too much for my comfort for sure, but it's okay. Because I did say in the past that I'm a little bit more what do you call it, like assertive when it comes to picking the shows to play. I really don't want to play these mixed shows anymore if I don't have to, because they're mostly at the same venue that we always play anyway. In that regards, definitely long. And it's just oftentimes it's really just not our crowd, right? It's really not. You have people there that are just totally, they're into something completely different. They don't really grasp what we're doing. They love the showmanship. It's not that they don't like it. They love the entertainment. They love the showmanship. They think, oh, dude, you guys are hard and you guys are fucking like so badass, but they don't understand. They don't live that culture, because what we perform on stage is true. This is not really a performance. It is a sort of a ritualistic act, which is aligned with our religious beliefs, in a sense, or lack thereof, whatever you want to call it. So there's a more esoteric and spiritual meaning behind what we do that a lot of people just they don't get it. They think it's just a big joke, not a joke, but they think, oh yeah, they just dress up like that for the show. But no, I when I have like, for instance, with Halloween coming up, is in the Slavic pagan calendar, this is Makostan, the day of the goddess Makosh, and this is something that is really seriously celebrated, and not with fucking trick or treat, not with giving out candy, but there's fires to be held, there's rituals to be done, and all of these things. And I will be painted up, because this is corpse paint. This is for a reason. It's a tool to work in the shamanic ways, if you will. So when we play with other black metal bands, oftentimes even they can be superficial, right? But most of them, some of them do also still understand what this is about. They see us. They may not do it the way we do it, but they see us, they hear us, and they can say, oh, okay, we understand what goes on there. When you play with death metal bands, they're talking about fucking nothing. The lyrics of death metal bands are mostly like nothing. They're talking about some kind of fucking zombie apocalypse or some shit like that. And it's like, there's more meaning, and I'm not saying that death metal bands are meaningless, that's not what I mean, but there's a more spiritual, thing to what we do than the other genres, like even deathcore, hardcore. That's all mostly for, like, just going nuts and letting it all out, and that's, black metal is a little bit different, Yeah, and that's exactly it. Like, that's why I always think it is better when genres, you got a deathcore show, or you get a death metal show, you got a hardcore show, you got a fucking horrorcore show, you got a punk show. Keep it that way, Yeah. Black metal is just something that doesn't really fit in with all the others. You can kind of mix the other genres a little bit, because they have their similarities, but black metal is very much like to the side because it is very much more extreme. So than people always say, oh, I'm so hard because I listen to death metal. It's not like we fucking, bro. I mean, you know, I've known guys from death metal bands that look at my stuff and they look at, you know, at my altar and they look at our bones and our blood and our everything that we do, and they're just like, damn, and they freak out. They fucking freak out every time. Like, never fails, and it's like, we know, bro, you into that death metal. That's not, we don't do that here. You know, we don't do that here. During the day outside. Yeah, well, I'm really hoping you feel better by then. I'm really hoping we can do this. I'm really excited to see the new Orpheum venue. And I'm really excited that it's outside. And I'm really hoping that the temperatures will be good. Do we know anything about that? I'm going to check that out now. I'm going to go and check the temperatures for Sunday. Oh, I love Take, man. That's one of my faves. Sunday, Tampa. All right, so Sunday in Tampa, Florida. From 5 o'clock on, let's say. Dude, yeah, it's good. So it's like in the 70s, from 5. So for 76 from 5, and then it goes all the way down until 12. It goes to 69. Boom. Fucking sick. I mean, it's still even too hot for me. Do you know that? It's still a little. I can use a little bit more. Like, just keep it in the 60s. In the 60s, perfect. Yeah, I understand that too, Florida Metal. I totally get that. Yeah, it's good. It's good, dude. I'm hoping that, because, okay, so the temperature is one thing, but then how, you know, because there are certain days where I can feel it, you know, let's say we have 72, and then there are certain days where 72 will feel colder to me, and then other days 72 will feel a little bit warmer to me. I'm sure you guys are the same way, because, you know, sometimes the body just is like this. So I'm hoping that it's going to feel colder to me that day. That's what I'm hoping. But yeah, I really hope you're going to be better, man. I really want to go. I'm so excited. Humidity has actually been really down. I feel like it's really nice. That's what it feels like to me. That the humidity has not been playing such a big part, you know. But no, you got hurt. That's an accident. You didn't cause that. You didn't. That happens. That totally happens. And, you know, and then we'll go to another show. I'll just feel bad that you spend the money on the tickets, and you know, that's gonna make me feel like shit, you know. But there's gonna be plenty of shows to go to, you know. So if we don't make that one, we'll make another one. And we have played at the Haven, well, which is now the Conduit, but you mean like going there now that it's the Conduit. But let me ask you, what did they do now with the old Orpheum venue? What is that now? Oh, thank you, William. Hello. Greetings. Welcome to the room. You don't know? Oh, I really would like to know. They probably made it like a fucking like a club of some sort, I'm thinking. But I'm really I'm curious to see the new Orpheum. I'm like, because I really like being in downtown Ybor after, shows at the Orpheum, and then going to the, going to boneyards and having drinks there afterwards. Oh man, we had good times. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, uh, that sucks, man. That really sucks. Yeah, unfortunately, momentarily, it's just horrible with how high everything is. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I know you said that the new one has 2 stages. Yeah. Curious. I wonder if they still charge so much to play there. Because I remember the old Orpheum, they charged like $500 to play a show there. So we would have to fork out $500 to play. Yeah. I mean, but we could do that, but it's just kind of like a taking a chance, it's kind of a gamble if we're gonna see any of that money come back. No, you're not. No, I'm excited. And don't feel bad. Whatever happens, if you can't go, you can't go. I'm not gonna be mad or anything. It's fine. Um, it's totally understandable. I've been in bed before. This happened 2 times in my life now, or 2 or 3 times, where I was literally laid out in bed for 3 days because I fucked my back up so bad. I couldn't walk, nothing. It was that bad. So trust, and then even laying in bed, I'm sure you know this firsthand too. That doesn't. It's still excruciating. Like, it doesn't help. It's not like when you're sick and you have a fever and stuff, and you lay in bed, and that just kind of really comforts you. You can sleep and everything, and you can get better. No, with back pain, it doesn't matter what you do. You can sit, you can stand, you can lay in bed. Like, it's all fucked. But I couldn't work, so I just laid there in bed. What am I supposed to do, And then just in bed, like, it was fucking awful. Really awful, man. So, I totally understand your pain, trust me. That's why I'm always like, I'm doing my stretches before exercising, and, or mostly after exercising. I do my stretches and try to keep that because what it is like the only reason why I have sciatica is because I tense my muscles so much in my back and everything. So I do these exercises to keep my muscles loose back there and not cramp it all up, and then because then that shit will fucking get triggered. Yeah. Yeah, back pain is bad. My brother has problems too. My brother, because he's so tall too, so for him standing for a long time can really bug him. Then in his upper back, I think he has more problems there. And for us women, that's, I think that's a big cause of my crap too. But it's like, gotta deal with it. Exercising does help. I can definitely tell that exercising chesticles. Exercising really does help, especially like I'm hoping that the weight loss is starting to slowly kick in. So the more weight I lose, the easier it will be on my back, right? Because the back pain also comes, that's why a lot of overweight people, they will have very bad back problems because they have to carry that weight, that fat that they carry around. They have to carry that, and it weighs on the back. And so if you don't have so much weight on your body, then your back can be more relaxed because it doesn't have to carry all that around. So I've just been exercising every day, and I'm gonna keep going, keep going. Laying off the hops and the malt. God. No, it's okay though. It's okay. I need to, like, that's just too much calories. That's just not. That wasn't sustainable anymore. And I have found my perfect little thing now with my, you know, my drinky poo. So. Because it's like you can drink beer all day. Like, my mom, for instance, my mom liked to drink beer, you know. At work, she would drink, like, water with a little bit of lemonade, and then she would come home and she would just drink beer. And she was never drunk. You know, she would just drink beer. It was just like her drink. Like somebody drinking soda. That's how she drank. Like, she drinks beer an hour. She's not drunk, you know. And it's like... And she didn't really gain weight because she only ate, like, a little tiny bit every day. You know, because that's just how it was for her. She drank her beer, which filled her up. She didn't want to eat. It wasn't like she was starving herself, so she ate just a little bit every day. But it's like you really have to decide. Like, if you want to drink beer, you can't really eat. Like, you got to decide. Drink beer or eat. You cannot do both. Once in a while, yeah, it's fine. You know, when you're at a party or something. You know, but not on a daily basis. Because it's just too many calories that you're taking into your body. You know, you have like 6 beers. That's like fucking... You know, close to like 800 calories. That's insanity, you know. You're on a 2,000 calorie diet, so now you only have 1,200 calories left that you can put into your body. Plus the sugar that adds to calories too. So, you know, it's a whole thing. So yeah, I've just been trying to be healthier. I don't like using that term because I'm not healthier. I'm not, you know, fucking eating fruits and vegetables all the time. I eat vegetables too, yeah, but I've just been trying to lose weight, okay? Jesus. Door slamming. Fucking loud. Alright guys, anyway, so I've been on an hour and there's not much going on. I think I'm gonna hop off for tonight. And I will be back. I mean, Thursday I'm not coming anymore anyway, and Wednesday I'm not coming anymore anyway, so I won't see you till Friday. And Thursday is my birthday too, so thank you, Emily. It was really good seeing you. Thank you so much for coming in, and thank you, Florida Metal, for being in here. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you, Kenjin. Thank you, Florida Mel. And oh, and then thank you, William, for following. There wasn't much going on tonight. Not many asked for readings, but that will be okay too. I don't think I'm missing anybody. Nope, I'm not. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys, for coming. Always remember to mourn those in spiritual turmoil. And I see you guys Friday. Until then, I say tschüss, zdravo, and bye.